Good morning. Happy Wednesday, Pie Nation. Guys, make sure you hit the thumbs up on your way in and let's get into this live reaction, guys. So we have a couple things to go over. So Liv went live last night, and then we have Peach and Millionaire Mommy going back and forth. Okay, so we're going to talk about it. All right, I saw Jasmine went live and nothing happened. Nothing, literally. So I can't go over there, guys. I want to be able to bring everybody their content. Everybody has their person that they like to talk about, right? Some people like Jasmine, Liv, Strong Mommy Chrissy, West Indy, Jessica. Okay. We have Talea Honey. Oh, and Tiana. Tiana Jay. Yeah, she likes calling the police. So we have a few things to discuss. So let's go ahead and jump right into it. All right, let's get into the live that Liv did first. We're going to start off with Liv, and then we will work our way through. All right, good morning, everyone. Thank you for joining us, and make sure you hit the thumbs up. Happy hump day, everybody.
I don't know, guys.
Oh,
Men can be gross like that.
She no longer likes Gamer Bay. All right. We'll get into that on another video, but she's no longer interested in Gamer Bay because he's not interesting enough for her, even though she sits in the house and does nothing with her life. So for a person that's a welfare recipient, a professional baby maker with strangers, a breeder, has no work history. She was a bagger at Sprouts. Remember, guys, her last great job was a bagger at Sprouts. She has a 35-year gap in her work history. Drives a Volvo that shuts off at the light every 5 seconds and has 3, an alleged 4th baby daddy of a child that we don't even know if it really existed. But he's not interesting enough for her. Okay. I just wanted to break it down for you guys and make it make sense.
Mm-hmm. Sure can. Hey, Diana. He came off way too strong, way too fast.
You let the man discipline your son. You let that happen. Disabled Gamer Bay came in there with his PlayStation and cursed in the background, acting like a fool, insulting her, telling her she looks like a who, she can't drive his car, blah, blah, blah. And then he popped your son. But that's not the reason she doesn't want to date him, guys. Okay, that's not the reason.
I don't know. I don't know, Whitney. I don't know what it was. It was just, I'm telling you, when he just started talking about certain shit and like life events, and he didn't even know who Charlie Kirk was. And I was like, ew, how do you not know who Charlie Kirk is?
No, ew. Why do you know who Charlie Kirk is when you have 3 black children? Thank God that you don't have primary custody of him. I never knew who the motherfucker was until last week. And now I'm moving on with my life. Don't want to know nothing about him because everything about him is disgusting. Okay? Everything about him is disgusting. All right? I'm sick of this low self-esteem claiming she's half black. I don't think you're black. Sorry, we don't want you here. Okay? We talk to the white women. They say they don't want you either. So I don't know where you're going to go. All right. Good morning, Rubble. Look, guys, this narcissistic female is very hypersensitive. She uses uh she basically uses this psychological game that she likes to play on her audience. See, we're going to dissect her over here. We're going to dissect her. But this woman is so disgusting. She's mad. Why would a black person need to know who Charlie Kirk is? Explain that to me. Please explain that to me. It's too early for the nonsense. Okay, I haven't even had a coffee yet, and he didn't even know who Charlie Kirk. Girl, shut the fuck up. I'm sick of her ass already, y'all. We ain't gonna be here long. I'm letting you know that
Like,
now.
what the hell? How do you not know who Charlie Kirk is? Like, do you even know who Candace Owens is? What is wrong with you? No, I'm just playing. It was so funny because when he saw my Trump, I have a Trump thing in my room, and he was like, "You're a supporter of Trump?" I said, "Yep, sure am." He's like, "Oh, okay." Mm-hmm.
At that moment, I bet he was absolutely disgusted. Okay, he was absolutely appalled and sickened. He probably went in the bathroom and threw up because he found out that you are sick. You're sick. Your sister is half Mexican, and yet you want to support people that want to kick her people out of the country. Make it make sense. You're the very person you support wants to snatch those stamps. Then he's going to snatch that welfare check. Then he's going to snatch AJ's medical assistance. Bitch, don't come begging to the people like me. You know, the 80%. What is it, the 87%, guys? I can't even remember the percentage. Yeah, the bitches that didn't vote for Trump, okay? The people that did not vote for him. I wouldn't dare disgrace my people, okay? I wouldn't dare disgrace myself, even though I can afford food with cash. You can't afford the shit. It's disgusting. And she has no shame. She's so proud to be a racist. She's so proud to be a colorist and a texturist. Talking about the same stuff, the very thing. Lady T-Bug, let them know. Let them know. Lady T-Bug says she hasn't been a productive citizen and proud of Orange Man. On top of that, the bitch didn't even vote. She didn't even vote. She uses this to gaslight us. She uses this as a gaslighting tactic for people of color, such as her children. See the connection? Do you see the connection? She's a sick woman. This woman is sick. All right? She likes to use this as a gaslighting tactic. But I think she's a natural born asshole. That's what I really think. Rage baiting. Let's go. Rage baiting. You had him in there disciplining your children. And now you're done with them. Another notch under her sick belt. Another notch under the narcissist belt. Yeah. You damn right, Rubble. She got it coming. The rage baiter, she knows this is all she has for views. She's a loser. Okay? And she ain't the only one. Peach does it too. She's not the only sick individual out here, LaToy. Peach is out of here. No home training, no education, she has nothing to offer anyone, including her children. And that's why you're never going to get those kids back. So keep on smiling with that. Wait a minute, bitch. Why is it a V in front of your head? The wig is balding at the front. That's because she wearing them cheap ass synthetic wigs and it's balding at the front. So many random men those kids will meet, and it won't end, Sunflower Power. Good morning. D. Nikki says that's why her life is the way it is. She never learns. If she don't go to jail, and she can't go to jail for 42 hours like Jazz, 24 hours. If Liv don't do time, she literally needs to do like 2 years to make it happen. Talk all that shit in jail and see what happens. They not going to play with you.
Tiff, No, I don't care about the
A
game.
demon.
I don't really care about
Shut
that.
up, Liv. A demon sitting there with a cross on her wrist. A complete demon. Looking like what's the lady from the Addams family?
Water retention? I don't know. I don't know what it is. I have no idea. I call my daughter always. I call my daughter always gets an allergic reaction to different lashes. I don't think it's the lashes. I think that these lashes. I don't know. I don't know, you guys. Maybe it's. I don't know. Maybe it's stress. Maybe my body's
Guys,
like
I
water.
can't do it anymore. But I want to say one more thing. In the beginning of that live, she came live and she made those people wait like 13 minutes. 13 minutes to talk to her. It was ridiculous. Okay? She, from like, she came in and she was talking a little bit. She was on her phone. She sat there on her phone for damn near 15 minutes in the beginning of the live. All right, guys, so we're going to move right along. All right, to another person that we can't stand. Why do we do this to ourselves, though, guys? We're just here to have fun. It ain't that serious, okay? Another gaslighting. Look at this. You talk about what black people do, and look how you look right now. Look how you looking right now. Like a fool.
This next student right here. Let me just show y'all her. Kiera, Millionaire Mommy. She got more followers on TikTok than me right now. 705K. I remember when I first started taking TikTok super serious and blowing up, people was like, oh, you're copying her. Copying her? Huh? I taught her. I tell y'all all the time, I've been teaching social media content creation since 2020, 5 years ago. All right. All the other content creators, especially the black ones that you see now offering classes, they just did it after they saw all the extra money I made. But this student right here, Kiera, Millionaire Mommy, she actually started off in one of my group classes. Back then, they weren't $1, $3, $5. It was 55. She paid it, and she was excited, and I was excited for her because Kiera has been spending money with me for a long time. On Facebook, I have a group called Tampa Braiders, and even though I, Peach McIntyre, can't do no hair, not even a slicked up gel back on the tail, this is my group, Tampa Braiders, and we have 38,200 members, and I charge. People pay me to promote in this group, and I've been charging to promote in this group for what? The past 8 years, 9 years? Yep, I'm on real life. Now let's get back to Kiera. This is from June 15th, 2021. After getting into my class, she then wanted to write a book. For those of you who don't know, I wrote and self-published my own book in 2017. It's called Get Out Your Feelings and Get This Money, Mackenzie Carter's legendary summer. And yes, I still make money from that book until this day. And all the girls that you see, especially from Tampa, Florida, that now have books, I help them write and publish them. I'm on real life. So Kiera went ahead and paid for that because Peach McIntyre is phenomenal. I sent her over that e-guide. Next, she wanted to go ahead and do a one-on-one. At the time, my one-on-ones were only $300 as long as you had already taken a class from me. And she paid it. She bossed me in real life. And then we did a one-on-one. I taught her how to make YouTube thumbnails. I told her about affiliate marketing, making money on Amazon. I get a check from Amazon every single month. And I hardly ever promote Amazon products. Giving her advice. She even asked me if she could go ahead and do a contract with me to take a percentage of her money. However, I was too
This
busy.
is why nobody fucks with her now. Okay? If somebody sends me a DM on IG, I don't come on here and say, yeah, such and such. Thanks for sending the D. No, that's not how that works. That is between you and that person. Unless you ask the person, such and such, do you want me to say that you gave me this? Do you? That is not the business of the YouTube streets. That's why I don't fuck with some of these bitches on here because they don't know how to conduct themselves. This would be a good example of that. A bitch that doesn't know how to conduct herself, okay?
Also, I feel like that's stupid. Why get an agency or a management company or pay me when you could just pay me a little bit of money one time? And here she is 4 years later with more Facebook followers than me,
Then she
inviting
called
her
the
to my
girl
free.
stupid. I feel like that's just stupid. This is, sis, do you understand that that's going to deter people from coming to you in the future? Or does your lack of knowledge, does your lack of common sense? I don't think Peach has the social skills, and that's why nobody fucks with Peach. She is lacking in the interaction department. She doesn't understand. I think it went totally over her head. Okay. Yeah, another demon.
Audio rooms. For those of you who don't know, I'm the first person to publicly make $50,000 in just 5 days on Facebook. And then I started teaching everyone through Facebook audio rooms absolutely free. I'm in real life. All these messages here are unsent, but I still had responded to them, giving her some more advice. She let me know that she was now monetized, and this is in 2022 on Facebook. YouTube was first, then Facebook. And now look at Kiera, 705,000 TikTok followers. Barely making any money over on TikTok, but who gives a fuck? TikTok don't really pay anyways. The money is on Facebook, sitting at 769,000 followers. Now, when you ask Peach why you roll your eyes when it come to her, because at one point she said she didn't know who I was. Then she came back and said thank you. Then she started selling e-guides and all these other products, which I have absolutely no problem with. Then she started talking shit about me. Then she started ignoring me again. Just weird. She's from Tampa. I'm from Tampa. Whatever. She's a success story, though.
Okay, so that was Peach talking shit about Millionaire Mommy. So then Millionaire Mommy did a little clapback. It was kind of weird, but let's go ahead and take a look at it anyway. Now, I reacted on Millionaire Mommy a couple times, and I already knew that Millionaire Mommy was copying Peach because Millionaire Mommy would keep breastfeeding her kids with her huge breast out in public. And my personal opinion on that is sick. That's my personal opinion. I think it's borderline nudity. Okay? Because why would you want to have your breast plopped out in front of total strangers? People got their children around, for God's sakes. It's weird. I'm not saying you can't breastfeed, but bring a blanket or something. But that's how I kind of picked up on Millionaire Mommy about Peach. So let's just take a look. Oh, and she likes to wear her gut out. She practices a little bit. Now, she doesn't do any type of the rage baiting stuff. She doesn't do that. But she kind of like wants her gut out. And as you can see, just check her out. See, I'm used to her doing all this with the stomach out, and I don't know why she does this, but she's about to start talking about Peach. So let me let her talk for a second.
So listen, and listen carefully. If I ever come to you and I want to work with you for the benefit of gain monetarily wise, and you decline me, whether it's you politely decline me, you're too busy, you decline me, however you decline me, the task that I wanted to do with you will still get done. And I'm going to pull up right next to you. When I pull up on you, eat that. Eat that. Eat that. That's it. That's all. Eat that. Because I'm going to pull up, whether you do it with me or not.
So I'm wondering if she means about I'm going to pull up right next to you. See, I'm not even phased, guys, because I've seen Millionaire Mommy. This is her way of trolling, putting her stomach out. Her husband acts like he wants her all the time, like lusting after her. She has kids now. I think she keeps a very nice home. She has a very nice house. Her husband has a job. Okay. So there are some positive things about Millionaire Mommy. She wants to appear like she's off, but the girl has some sense. The girl braids hair. She does back to school hair braiding specials. So she's about her coin. Okay. She looks crazy. She's acting a fool and she's trolling. But that's what these women do to get attention, guys. This is Millionaire Mommy one up, and she's in a little back and forth with Peach. Okay? So that's what's going on. Her and Peach were going at it a little bit, even though they weren't saying anything. They weren't scratching like I wanted them to scratch. But it's a little surface, little surface argument. So we're gonna go ahead and move on, guys. And now we're gonna go over to Tiana Jay's, because Tiana Jay yesterday went live for a long time, and she was talking about they're bullying her son, and I don't know. Tiana Jay is a weirdo to me. I think Tiana Jay is very mental. I think she has some type of problem. She called the police on children. That's what we're doing now. Now we're calling the police on children. This is what happens when daddy gone. All right. This is a perfect example of what happens when daddy gone. Because if it was some fathers around, asses would be getting whipped and shit would be in check because you wouldn't have to keep repeating yourself. Believe that. Believe that. Okay, yeah, she called the police. I think the boy was maybe 10. Okay, so hold on, guys. Let me pull this up real quick. She went live yesterday. They're bullying my son, and the name of the live is "This Bullying Has to Stop." So hold on, y'all. Let me see if she put, because she did. All right. I'm going to pull. All right. So this is what I'm going to do, guys. I'm going to pull up the video, but then I'm also going to pull up the live because I want to show you the video that she's referencing. She had a door cam. I could not get it out. She had a door cam, and so she had some stuff in there. Hold on. And she did. Tiana, can you do me a favor? I know this might not have nothing to do with the top, but bitch, stop going live with no bra on. Stop it. It's no way I'm coming to this YouTube streets to roast a bitch and I look crazy as you got a bonnet on your head with no bra on. I mean, titties all over the place. All right, y'all, hold on. I know they don't have nothing to do with nothing, y'all, but I had to add that in there, okay? All right, okay, hold on. I'm going to try to start it here because I want to make sure she's not. All right, let's start here.
He probably the one starting all of this and that and the third. No, I know my son. I know my son like the back of my hand. Now, Elijah may mouth off and say some things or even start some things by mouthing off. But as far as putting his hands on somebody, he's not going to do it. He's not going to do it unless you do it to him first. And 9 times out of 10, he won't even put his hands on you. He'll come and tell me. Now, this incident that happened this morning, I'm in the bathroom. Elijah's outside of the house. I'm in the bathroom and I'm like, let me use the bathroom real quick and I'm going to get outside to my son. Before I can even get outside to my son, I hear my son on the Ring camera. The ball goes past my son and goes, oh, that almost hit me. You lucky it didn't hit me. Soon as that happened, the little boy walks past my son and bumps him. On purpose, intentionally. If you didn't watch the Ring camera footage, go watch it. I just posted it. And so the little boy bumped into him. Now, I couldn't figure out which little boy it was. There's 2 little boys out there that be bullying Eli. So I said, hold on, who was that? Because I didn't want to just, assume. So he was like, oh, that's Zaya. Now, mind you, if you're paying attention in the Ring camera footage, you see the little boy stopping his tracks. When I said, hold on, who was that? Because he didn't know, he didn't know I was watching him. And that's the thing. They be outside being sneaky, thinking that I'm not paying attention. They think that because they don't see me outside that I'm not paying attention. No, I see what y'all doing to my son. And this ain't the first time that y'all done did something to him. You get what I'm saying? So he stops in his tracks or whatever. So now Eli's like, oh, it was an accident. No, it was not an accident. I know an accident when I see one, and that was done intentionally. So he was like, I said sorry. I don't care. You only said sorry because I called you out. Had I not seen it, you wouldn't have said sorry. You would have just kept going. That was done so maliciously. Like, why are y'all out here bullying a 7-year-old?
Hold on, let me see what Devon's saying. But most of the time, I went to the kid's mother's home and try to talk to them. If we can't get nowhere, I may have to call the police in case I gotta whip ass. Not the kids, but the parents. See, around here, we handle our own shit, and including ASS whippings, okay? If anything, I'm never calling the police unless there's a body to pick up, okay? Now, if anybody touch you, this is what I instruct my child to do. Nobody has to disagree with me. I already told y'all. My son had some problems at school. I said, what you're going to have to do is you're going to have to beat somebody up. And that's how it's going to have to go. Once you take care of business and you handle that, you're not going to have these problems anymore. See, the bully wants to pick on people that they can beat. They're not going to pick on nobody that's going to whip their ass, right? Now, I just don't agree with anybody calling the police on a 10-year-old. That is absolutely ridiculous. I would have told him the next time somebody put their hands on you, beat them up. No, we do not promote violence on this channel. Works every time, Fruity Pebbles. Nobody's going to keep picking on you if they got to get beat up every time, y'all. Nobody's promoting violence. What we're talking about is self-defense. Now, in this case, the only thing about this case, y'all, is Elijah is 7 and the kids are older. So he may not be able to fight these kids. In that case, he's just not going to be able to play with kids in a certain age group. And guys, we've went across this topic before about kids playing with kids out of their age group. 13-year-olds shouldn't be playing with 6 and 7-year-olds. They're just, unless they're brothers and sisters and they live in the same house or whatever, 13-year-olds need to be playing in their little space. 10-year-olds, maybe not with the 13-year-olds, and maybe the 6 and 7-year-olds may not. Look, I'm telling you, this is, I'm sorry, y'all, but the truth is, this is the disadvantages of not having a father. These are some of the things that these moms with boys are going to have to deal with. All right? I'm telling you, when people say, I told you to go get an adult, I look at that as lame. So what are you supposed to be like? Before you beat me up, wait a minute, I'm going to go get my teacher. Then you come back. Do you understand you're going to get roasted for the rest of the school year for that shit? That's not how that works. We're talking about reality, y'all. We're not talking about a fantasy world, okay? I'm not going to have to call the police because we're going to handle this shit right here and now. And that's how it's going to go down. You know, one time some little boys came to my house. I don't know what they thought was about to happen, but it wasn't going to happen. My son, we got 3 boys and a man in this house. We don't need the police because we can handle all that shit right here on the property. So if you think it's going to, I don't know what your thought was going to happen, but this is how it's going to go down. Yes, you're going to have to kick some ass. Like I said, we don't promote violence on this channel. I'm just telling you how it goes. We're talking about children right now. Nobody's saying the adults have to do it. I told my son, nobody have time to say, wait a minute, before you beat me up, let me go get the teacher. Are you retarded? Are you retarded? That's not how life works. The teacher will be told after you whip their ass. That's when the teacher gonna get told. Okay? Don't worry about what they're gonna do to you. Worry about taking care of business first. Then all of that other stuff, we don't care about that. If you got to defend yourself, if you know your kid is not the problem, I believe what Tiana is saying. And I agree with some of what she's saying. But calling the police on kids, I don't know if I agree with that. I think it's taking it too far. But I think Tiana is toxic. I think Tiana, because she grew up with that mother, it's like a little something is not right up there. That's just my opinion, guys. Okay? I don't think she's a bad mom or anything, but I think something's not clicking. Why is she calling the police on children? They're 10 years old. The police is even going to tell her, I can't do anything to this child. They're children. What do you want me to do? I just thought it was overreacting. But I think she needs to, and I understand she has a child that is a only child. So she feels like she wants him to have somebody to play with. Well, Tiana, that's why your ass should have a car by now. Maybe you can go get his cousins, and his cousins can come over there. If he got cousins the same age, can play with them. Okay? I don't know what to tell you, sis, but I don't agree with you calling the police on a 10-year-old. It's weird. That's sick. Then she talks about, oh, let me just let y'all hear her because I don't want to talk over the whole damn video.
It don't make any sense. So because your mama and the other little boy mama won't do nothing, how about I'm going to do something about it? And because I can't put my hands on you or I can't cuss you out the way I want to, how about now I'm going to the police and now they're going to do something about it? Because if y'all continue to keep putting y'all hands on my son, it's going to be a bigger issue. It's going to be a bigger issue. Now, I was trying to be nice about the situation and just let these kids know, yo, stop doing that. Like, if y'all gonna be outside playing with each other, then be outside and play with each other, but don't do that extra stuff. You get what I'm saying? I'm done being nice. I'm done being nice. So the police is going to meet them after school. They're going to meet them. I'm not playing no more, not when it comes to my child. Then this morning, Elijah's like, my elbow still hurt. He got scraped over the weekend. He fell. That's what he told me when it happened. So I'm like, well, it's healing, so it's gonna hurt. It's trying to heal back to its natural skin or whatever. So he elaborates and he started going, he's like, Mommy, Caden pushed me down out there. I said, well, why didn't you tell me when it first happened? He told me that he fell when it first happened, but he didn't tell me how he fell. You get what I'm saying? So now he's telling me, and I'm like, well, why didn't you say that when it happened on Saturday? And he's like, because I didn't want you to tell me to come inside. Now, no, I'm not outside 24/7 when my son is outside. No, I'm not. I have two big ass glass doors where I can see what's going on out there for the most part. I'm not going to sit outside every second of the day that I'm outside with my son. No, I'm not. Because not for nothing, it's kids back there and y'all should be able to play as kids. I shouldn't have to keep my eye on you every second while you're out there, right? So he was like, I didn't want to tell you because I didn't want you to tell me to come inside. My son don't have any siblings. He only has the people that lives around him, and he just wants to make friends, So I understood what he meant when he said, I didn't want to tell you, but at the same time, I don't want you outside being bullied by people or think that you should be getting bullied by people just to be able to play. I don't like stuff like that. So yes, I made a police report, not only for the little boy that lived behind me, but the one that lived beside me as well. Because y'all not going to keep bullying my fucking kid. Y'all not going to keep doing it. And I'm glad I got that
police for every fucking thing that goes on. They're not going to solve anything. They're not. The police came. They did nothing, guys. Okay? Now, I want to get more into this, but hold on. I'm going to fast forward. Hold on, y'all. Because she goes outside with the police. Hold on. Wait a minute, y'all. I got to tell you about a funny part real quick. Why she spent like 10 minutes looking for a bra. She was like, I want to look halfway decent when I go outside. Bitch, you should have thought about that before you hit the live button. But hold on, y'all. Hold on real quick. I'm going to go all the way to the end here. So she's outside. Check it out, y'all. She's outside.
No, she don't know. I didn't tell her. I just went straight to the police.
Now hold on. Listen to this, y'all. Listen. Oh, let me show y'all the doorbell footage. Hold on. Let me show y'all. We're gonna go back to the live real quick, but let me show y'all the doorbell footage real quick, y'all. The name of this one, y'all can go over to her channel if you want to see it, but it's only 51 seconds. But it says, my son is not the bully, I promise you. So she got the ring cam. She got the ring cam footage, guys. We are coming with the receipts. Check it out.
Oh, that was it. Hey.
No,
Who
at
is
that
that?
point, I would have told you to pop off. You got to pop off.
That's
Soon as somebody put lay a pinky on you, it's time to go. It's on go. That's how you got to be. You can't let nobody out here play on your top. Okay? Don't let nobody play on your top. As soon as somebody touch that shoulder, it's go time. School or no school. I don't care where you're at. It's go time, okay? You got to do what you got to do. So that's what I would have told him. I wouldn't have went out and told, oh, we're going to call the police. Oh. No, I would have came up there and said, you know what to do. You know what to do. Okay? Handle that. Okay? So, I mean, you know, other people might say, we're going to call. I'm not calling no. We don't need no police. We got this. If you don't defend yourself, then they're just going to keep doing it. That's all I'm saying, Sunflower. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying go around hitting people, but when somebody hits you, go off like a psych ward patient. That's how you got to handle that. Oh, I ain't going to mess with her because she's crazy. Let them think you crazy. It's better off that way. Chin check them. Okay, nurse? Okay? Okay. All right, so that's the ring camera footage, y'all. Hold on. Let's keep going.
that was not kidding. That was like you just want to. You don't get to me by an accident.
Right?
No, don't do that. Hey. What's his name?
Zaya.
Zaya, don't do that. That was rude. Say excuse me.
So this is why you called the police. If this ain't ridiculous, this is why she called the police, y'all. That was it. I'll share my world with y'all. That's all she had. So what happened is, though, it wasn't really just that one incident, y'all. It was a couple of incidents where she had mentioned it before. But that is her. That was it. That was the what did it say? The straw that broke the camel's back. What the fuck? She's a mental patient. She is an escape from the nut house. They're going to be on his top. Erica, if you thought they was on his top now, oh, give me a reason. Give me a reason. And now we on your top till you move to another neighborhood. That's what it's going to be. Now she didn't just cause problems for him. All right, y'all. So let's look at this part. The police, she's outside waiting for Elijah to come. But see, this is the problem. It was other guys. What father? What father, Mimi? His father's out being a deadbeat. Okay. Remember, she was on here crying a couple months ago, if y'all remember. I think it was because she didn't get her child support and she spent up all the money on the gas and electric. Let's keep going.
I made a complaint and they told me that they would have an officer out here to they will have an officer out here to get a report. Wow, she just ran the stop sign. Excuse me, miss. Do you know if these two little boys have a problem with my son on the school bus? Those two that just no problems? Okay.
Look, I'm
Okay.
telling y'all what I know from observing Tiana. She's a shit starter. She's a shit starter. Remember, she called and got a restraining order on the girl because she called her asking her, "Are you messing with my man?" That is not no validity to get a restraining order on somebody. Because a girl called me and said, "You're messing with my man," and now I'm at the fucking police station filing a report like a little bitch. Never. That'll never happen. Once again, handle it yourself. You're real scary, Tiana. That's what the real tea is.
Okay.
Every time.
Uh-huh.
So
Okay.
I say sit down in the front, but he anyway sit down in the back with them.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna talk to him.
Yeah.
You want him in the front?
Say to him, sit down in the front.
You want? Okay. Gotcha.
See, what I think is happening is Tiana don't get enough attention. She's not, a very attractive young woman, putting it nicely. And so Tiana doesn't get a lot of attention. So the only way to get attention is to start bullshit scenes about nonsense. This is how she gets her rocks off, y'all. Just watch her.
Elijah, come here.
Shay, because that's some punk. You know what? That is
You ain't scaring me. Come here.
lame.
How was your day?
Good.
Okay. Cops right here. You'll find out why.
Did I do something wrong?
No, you didn't do anything wrong.
Erica, he's off somewhere being a deadbeat. That's where he is. Paula, exactly. Embarrassing. Embarrassing.
I'm gonna tell you, the police officer knows. No, it's not for you. Hello?
She done scared her own child, calling the
Yeah,
police on
you
children.
looking for Tiana Gomez? Yes. I called. So I've been having an issue with these children that live around here. They've been bullying my son, and I've done talked to their mother.
What houses are they in?
That one right there, that one is going in, and then that first one right here.
On the end?
Yep.
Yeah. All right. Did you talk to the moms or no?
I talked to his mom. This one I really didn't have an issue with until today. So I didn't bring it to her attention. I just called you guys to make you guys aware before it escalated into something else.
Yeah.
But I didn't appreciate what this one did this morning to my son. And this one has been an ongoing thing with this one for a while.
And he was being mean to me.
Hold on.
What's going on though? What are they doing to him?
So that one, he started all the bullying stuff or whatever, antagonizing him. And I guess this one just kind of like fell into it. Like he seen him, doing like little slick stuff to my son. So he followed behind him. Where's the scrape? So Saturday, they were playing on a bounce house that they had in the backyard.
Y'all know kids can't get scrapes no more. They got to wear helmets on their head like they slow. They got to wear knee pads on their knees just to ride a bike. Some people may think it's weird. You can't. So you're too precious of an angel to fall off a bike and scrape your knee. What is wrong with scraping your knee? Now I can see if you out on the street riding a bike, a helmet. What do you need a helmet to ride a bike for on the sidewalk? Like I don't know, y'all. I think it's a bit over the top. For me, we rode the bike and we just rode the bike. Why do you need gear on to ride a bike? You're too precious of an angel for anything to happen to your kneecaps. Wow. This baby-fied bullshit. That's exactly what I call it. It's a bunch of baby-fied coddling. And that's why all the people can't grow up, because they're coddled and they're sheltered and they can't even get their kneecaps scraped up. I don't know, y'all. Maybe I'm just different.
The one that just walked in the house pushed my son down.
Good morning.
Scraped his elbow.
No, the sunbeam.
Did he push you? He pushed them down.
Whose bounce house was it?
It was theirs down at the end.
Okay.
Then he pushed them down. He got the burn.
Yep.
Here. Now this morning, this one, him and the other one was throwing a football back and forth with each other.
Yep.
The football almost hit my son. My son said, "Oh, that almost hit me." Luckily, it didn't. This one walked to go grab the football, but as he went to go grab the football, he bumps into my son.
Tiana, shut the fuck up. That video cam footage was a snooze fest. Your son should have took care of him on sight. That's how you deal with that. You don't have to, that's it. He bumped into him and threw a ball at him. I'm calling the authorities. Are you kidding me? This is what you guys do? This is some punk ass behavior. I'm sorry. The cop's going to be like, they're kids. I mean, what do you want me to do? He's going to tell her. The cop acts pretty, I feel like the cop is really good here. He's got more sense than her.
Why'd you do that? It wasn't enough space for you to walk around.
They're kids, man. That's what happens.
No, that's not what happens. This has been ongoing. You get what I'm saying? I'm watching this happen.
I was a kid once too. I just didn't come out of the room.
I understand that, but
he told her he was a kid once too. He just didn't come out of the womb like this is a grown man. Let's go. Okay? For once, I'm on the cop side.
I'll talk to both of their parents. It's all I could do, really. They're young kids. I'm not going to throw them in jail.
No, I know you're not going to throw them in jail, but I want them to stop bullying my son.
Yes.
Because I don't want this to escalate.
Guys, we're going to go ahead and wrap it up here. We're going to get more into this Tiana situation, but I've got to go, guys. Make sure you hit the thumbs up if you have not already done so, okay? On your way out, and we'll get back to Tiana, and we will get back to Liv later on today. All right, bye.